Welcome everyone. Today we're going to be focusing on balance and also strength. And so of course when we're looking at the physical elements of yoga, everything we're working with is either a mixture of one or three of balance, strength and flexibility. So we're really focusing on the balance and strength today. And balancing poses offer us both physical and mental benefits. Physically, we strengthen and elongate our muscles, and we really get to know our centre of gravity. We bring our flesh and bones into balance, but also our nerve pulses, our emotions, our thoughts and our consciousness. And that's why we feel so calm with yoga. There's three principles to watch when we're working with the breath, working with balance, and the first one is breath. So there's a tendency when we come into a balancing pose to really hold the breath. I want you to be aware of that in today's class and just let the breath flow easily. What happens is when we're holding the breath, it actually works in the opposite way and the body gets too stressed and we end up losing our balance. So just let that breath flow freely. The other thing is our focus point, which we call our drishti, that you have one steady gaze, and that steady gaze can really act like another limb for us. It really does steady us. And the other thing is our foundation, which I'll talk you through as we move through class. One more thing to remember when we're working with balance, and really anything in any poses in yoga, is just to stay a little bit detached from thinking you have to move into the perfect pose. Okay, so anytime we're striving for that perfection, we're working against everything that yoga is about. So the more you struggle internally, the shakier your balance will become. So just let it be, take your time, and let's have some fun. So I want you to come either sitting like me or up on your knees. Sit on your knees if it's not comfortable for you to sit like this. And we're just going to start really warming up through the shoulders and the arms. So I want you to bring your arms out in front, interlace, and just round the back and bring the chin to the chest. Really nice round back. Let's inhale, open out those arms, interlace behind, breathe in, open the chest. And exhale, round the back. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Just hold there. And bring the arms up. And bring the arms into goddess pose. Inhale. Come up and just touch the thumb and the index fingers. And exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. And release down. Kind of sit on your side like this, so you've sort of got the knees pretty much lined up. Place your hand out to the side in line with your hip and sweep, so you'll be opposite to me. Sweep your left arm in front and open out. Look up towards the ceiling if it suits your neck. And down. Let's move with the breath. Inhale up. Exhale down. Inhale up. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale down. Let's swap sides. Knees nice and aligned. Hand out in line with the hip. Let's inhale up. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. One more. Inhale. And exhale down. Good work. Come back up onto the knees. And extend your left leg out to the side. Right hand down to your hand, knee and foot in alignment. Coming to half plank, raise your upper leg and hold strong through the core. Starting to work into that balance and strength. If you like, let's bend that upper leg. Move into sugar cane. And release again. And come down. Ready for the other side, extend the leg. Raise the upper leg, hold, strong core. If you like, grab that ankle. Inhale, open out through the front of the body. Yeah, release back out. And let's come back up. Down to table position, onto the hands and knees. And I want you to, with your left leg, bring the knees a little closer together, sorry. And then the left leg up. And you're really engaging through that left core. Knee down, out and straighten. Down, up, down, out and straighten. Down, up, down, out and straighten. Down, up, down, out and straighten. Down and hold. Other side, right leg, bring it up. Engage that glute. And down, out and straighten. Down and up. Down, out, straighten. Down, up. Down, out and straighten. Down, up. Down, out and straighten. Down, up and back. Turn back long ways on your mat. Come into wide-legged child's pose. Raise the head, come up, tuck the toes, balls of the toes and heels together. As we come back, we come up into balancing pose. Finding your drishti. Let the breath flow freely. Really rooting down through the balls of the toes as your foundation. And let's release and walk ourselves out. As we come up to downward dog, make your way up. And just holding it here. Let's come back to plank. And let's lower all the way to the floor. Just come up into a back and upper dog, but got the knees on the floor. If that's okay with your back, or you can lower down a bit further. I just want you to move the hips a little from side to side. Allow softness in the elbows. Back, tuck the toes, bring the sit bones back to the heels. I'm going to come forward, we're going to bring the hips over to the side, over to the other side and back. So we're sort of drawing these big circles. And we'll come back the other way, just circling in the opposite direction, another 3 rounds. It's quite strong on the upper body as well. And come back to sit on the heels, toes tucked. Work back to downward dog. Take the feet wide as your mat, and walk the hands back and stay there in just a wide-legged forward fold. And we're going to come down into a squat here. So just lowering yourself down, arms to the inside of the knees, push the palms together and hold. Bring the hands to the floor, inhale, raise the hips up, look back between the knees. Release down, inhale, exhale, inhale, and exhale. Inhale up, last one, we're going to walk back to downward dog. Good, well done. And walk the feet up towards the hands this time. And let's inhale, take the arms out. And grab the right wrist and lengthen through the right side of the body. Back to center, grab the left wrist. Back to Swan dive down. Half lift. And release. Step your right leg back. Just drop the knee and bring the arms up to goddess arms. And let's bring the arms around. We're just going to hug the shoulders. Just chin to chest. And release. Back to goddess. And other way, other arm on top. Hug. And goddess arms. In plank position. Good. Lower down whichever way, or move through your flow, whichever way suits. And back to downward dog. Raise your right leg up. Bring your knee to your right elbow. Inhale. Knee to left elbow. Inhale. And step to the outside of the right foot. Drop the back knee down and just stay here. Release the back foot. So I'm just going to stay with the arms straight. I'm just going to circle those hips around a few times. And back in the opposite direction. And back to center. And walk yourself back out of the pose. So we come back to downward dog. Raise the left leg. Knee to left elbow. Inhale. Knee to opposite elbow. And up. Step to the outside of the left foot. Drop the back knee down, release the foot. And let's just move the hips around. Circular motion, one direction. And back in the opposite direction. And we're going to come back to full child's pose, walking back. Knee in, arms come back beside the body. Just feel the fullness in the back as you breathe in. And making your way back up onto sitting on your heels. Or knees if it doesn't suit. If it does suit you on the heels though, just heels apart, big toes together and raise the knees up. Maybe bring the hands into prayer if it suits. And release down. Our sequence we're going to work through, we'll be coming into half moon. So if you like to use a block for your half moon, please grab a block or whatever you use at home to balance on. So just have that handy. You might even like to bring your blocks up to the front of your mat, like so. Alright, let's make our way back to downward dog. Let's raise the right leg. We're going to step all the way through. Come up into high lunge. So just find your balance. Really finding that foundation through that front foot, pushing in through the center of the heel, all the way through to the big toe, over to the little toe and back through the edge of the foot, back to the center of the heel again. Just feeling that foundation. So we're going to move and raise that left leg up and then back to lunge. If it's a bit much for you, you can really shorten your stand and be from here and do small ones like this. Or you can move a bit more if you like. So we'll just be bringing the hands down as we raise the leg up. And back. Let's inhale up. And back. Up. and back, and up, and back. Good work. Turn the back foot out, find your warrior two. So we're going to come into side angle now. You can do easy side angle if you like, or if you've got the space, bring the hand to the outside of the foot and just be on the fingers like a little, like on the fingertips here. Extend the arm out. So either full side angle or easy side angle, and then we're going to move back. Wrap that hand around the back for reverse warrior, or you can just rest it on the back leg. And then back, easy side angle or full, and reverse. Coming down, and up. Good work. And back to warrior two. Just straighten that front leg for a moment, gives it a bit of a break too as we move into Trikonasana. Breathe in, reach forward. I'm going to do the same here. We're going to keep that strength through the legs as we move up and we come into reverse. And back to triangle. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Back to warrior two. Get yourself positioned so that you're ready to come forward into half moon. I'm just going to scoot back on my mat a bit. We're all going to start in an easy side angle. Bring that upper hand to the back. Look down to your block, off to the right. And stepping forward and opening out. Gaze can be down or up towards the upper hand. Feel that balance, equal balance between the hand resting on the floor or the block and the foot. Bring the hand to the hip and we're going to step gently out and back to warrior two. Let's cartwheel down and make our way back to downward dog. Good. Alright, so just want you to come down on the knees for a moment. You can watch me just do this next pose. We'll move into a fallen triangle and we'll do it again together. So I'm coming up, raising the right leg up, and I'm going to bring that knee to the right elbow. Inhale up. Bring it over to the left elbow. Just see if you can straighten that leg out. And you might just want to stay there. You might be here and that's okay, or here. If you feel okay, turn that back foot so you're flat on the foot. Your balance is between the right hand and the left foot, and then raise it up. Fallen triangle. Keep pushing the floor away. And release, back to downward dog. Well done. Up onto the toes, drop the knees, sit bones back to heels, stretch it out. Come up to table, take the feet flat, come and sit on the heels. Interlace behind, open the chest. And exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Make your way back to downward dog. Raise your right leg up. And step to the outside of the right foot. I'm going to step the left foot to the outside of the left foot. And we're going to turn the feet out 45 and come down to a nice squat here and hold. Just going to move back a bit. I don't seem to get too far forward on my mat. Just holding here. Place the hands on the floor. I want you to raise those hips up. The buttocks are about even with the floor. And take the arms out and interlace them. And bring them behind and interlace. And forward and back. And forward and back. And forward and hold. And release back down. Good work. Now see if this suits you. You can bring the hands back. I'm going to roll on the back and roll back to balance on the shoulders, or maybe just rest on your back. Up like this, and we're going to come all the way up to squat again. Feel free to use the hands and bring yourself back. Good work. Let's do that again. Release the hands, roll back onto the shoulders if you like. Position the feet as you come up, lift yourself up. You may be able just to roll up, and that's okay. We'll do one more of these. Release, roll back. And up, position the feet, 45. Arms come around, good work. All right. Bring yourself up. And walk yourself back to downward dog, good work. So we're going to do the left side now. I'm going to turn around so I'm facing the right way for you guys. And coming up to downward dog. Alright. Let's raise the left leg up. And step all the way forward. And coming up to high lunge. Shorten your stand if you need. So we're going to do 5 step throughs. So really focus your gaze, steady the breath. Feel that strong foundation through that left foot. As we bring the right leg up, inhale. Exhale back. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Up. And back. And up. And back. Good work. Warrior 2. Get that equal weight between the feet. You want heel to heel alignment. Even spread the toes on that front foot. I find that just gives me a wider base on the floor for support. Pushing back through the outside of the back foot. And holding here. I'm going to come into that side angle reverse warrior pose. So feeling free to do your easy side angle or dropping down a bit fuller. And back to reverse. Easy side angle or full reverse. Side angle and reverse. Warrior 2, straighten the front leg. Inhale. Reach forward and down. Open the chest. Find your Trikonasana triangle pose. And straight legs coming back to reverse, to triangle, to reverse, triangle, and back to reverse. Coming through to easy side angle, you might want to move your block, if you're using the block, off to the left, top of your mat. Position yourself. So the block should be off to the side of your left foot and around 30 centimetres in front. Easy side angle. Let's bring the right hand to the hip and look down to that block, stepping forward to half moon. Gaze can stay down or up. Find that balance between hand and foot. Steady the breath, steady gaze. Hand to hip, step back, warrior 2. We're going to windmill down, cartwheel down, sorry, and back to downward dog. Take yourself for a little walk. And move towards that fallen triangle again. So let's raise the left leg up. We'll take the knee to the left elbow. Inhale up, knee to right elbow. And you can just put that foot down and maybe stay there. You can straighten the leg. If you get that far and you feel like you can turn on that back foot and open up, keep pushing the floor away and raising that upper hip. And back to downward dog. Good work. High onto the toes, drop the knees, sit bones back to heels and just rest there for a moment. Raise the head, downward dog. Raise the right leg. We're going to step that right foot to the outside of the right hand and left. Then we'll come down into our squat. Try and find some length through the back. Bring the hands to the floor and bring the thighs up about parallel to the floor. Arms out in front and interlace. Bring them back and forward and back and forward and back and forward and back and forward and release down. Good, bring the hands back behind you, roll back up onto the shoulders or just onto the back. We're going to roll back up into our squat. So place the feet 45 degrees, elbows back. Release, round the back, hands back, roll back. Coming up. One more. Roll back. And then up for our last squat. Good work. Hands to the floor, raise the hips all the way up. Walk the feet in, about hip width apart. Let's just stay here in a forward fold for a moment. Bend the legs and little arms, come out to the side, inhale all the way up. And exhale back to Tadasana. Okay, so for next hand to big toe pose, you might want to use a strap or maybe just hold onto the knee. You can even move to a wall if you like. So hands on hips, feet hip width apart. We're going to shift our weight to the right foot and raise the left up. So this is option one. You can just hold the knee here. Option two, grab hold with the big toe and just keep that leg bent. Or option three, start to extend that leg out. Just feel that foundation through the foot. Just struggling to find my balance. And extend that leg out. Bend the leg, hands to hips, breathe in. And release. Just let the breath flow freely. Feel the foundation through the foot. Nice steady gaze. All of these things will act like another limb for you. Let's shift to the opposite foot. Just feel that foundation. Grab the knee or toe. Steady the breath. Steady the gaze. Inhale. Exhale. Release, breathe in. work. Coming back up to the front of the mat again, into Tadasana. Just as we stand here, just use this as a balancing pose and just feel that connection through the centre of the heel, through the big toe, to the little toe, all the way down the side of the foot back to the centre of the heel again. Feel that grounding down. This is what our balancing poses help us to do as well, to really ground ourselves. Let's inhale, raise the arms all the way up. Swan dive as we exhale. Inhale, half lift. And exhale down. Step your right leg back. Just drop the knee, left leg back, we're back to table position. Alright, so let's from here raise up, toes are tucked. We'll raise that right arm up, bring it back to the heel, left arm up. Release down, left hand, right hand. This time move up, left arm comes up. Back to the heel, raise the right. Try and get that body nice and straight rather than over to the side. And release back. Choice this time of coming to full camel, or maybe you just have hands on the back and just open the chest like this. The priority here is opening that chest, so just let that chest come forward in pose. Alright, let's breathe in. We'll take the right hand up first. Back to the heel. Left arm up, back to the heel. You can take the feet flat if you want a stronger pose. Let the head drop if it's comfortable. Keep the hips over the knees and breathe. Hands to the back. Let's come up. A couple of options here. You can either just stay here in melting heart, or take the feet, take the legs a little wider. Come and sit between the legs. And coming back into reclining hero. Yeah, let's release. Wedge yourself up, move yourself back through to table position, cross the ankles. As we come back onto the sit boards. Moving into boat pose, so bring the legs out and just have the hands on the back of the thighs as you come up to boat pose. Keep them there, release the arms. And let's start moving the legs. So release the left leg down low, up, right leg. And just keep swapping over. And back and hold. And release. Back to just a cross-legged position. Just folding yourself over. Yourself back up. Alright, so we're going to come into our final pose. You're welcome to put something warmer on now. I'm going to come up and do a gentle shoulder stand on the wall, and we'll be finishing in legs up the wall pose. So hopefully you've got a spot that you can take your mat to. And just remember how to get into legs up the wall pose. So we sort of roll onto our side and roll ourselves over as we get the legs up the wall. So from this position, we've got lots and lots of ways to suit everyone for a shoulder stand pose. So let's all bend the legs, just ankles are above the knees, but feet are hip width apart. Bring the arms in a bit closer. And let's inhale and just lift the hips up. And exhale down. Inhale up, just rolling. Exhale down. Inhale up. Exhale down. Next time you come up, you can choose to stay up and keep your feet on the wall. You can just keep rolling if you like, or you can stay in this position here, whatever suits. Bring the hands to the back. You might take one leg off the wall at a time, maybe both legs, just doing a half shoulder stand like me, nice and easy on the neck. And then bring the feet back. And then make your way down. Just bring the soles of the feet together. And hands to the ankles, and just gently push the knees out. Just a really gentle opening there of the hips. And you might choose to stay in this position for legs up the wall. It might be easier on your back, and you might just feel like that's what your body needs today. Or feel free to straighten the legs up. Maybe grab a blanket, put it over your torso. And just allow that breath to flow freely. Your body's worked hard, just let all the muscles go. All expression in the face releasing. Close the eyes and mouth. Bring your awareness to the breath, the rise and fall of the belly. As we start to bring a rhythmic count to the breath of inhaling for 2 and exhaling for 4. Might feel like staying here and moving on to one of my meditations or yoga nidras. Otherwise, bringing the legs rolling up to the side, making your way back to a sitting position. As we finish our class with 3 mantra oms, hands in prayer, breathing in. Thumbs to the eyebrow centre and repeat after me. Namaste. Thanks everyone for joining me today. Hope you enjoyed the class, and I'll see you next week. Bye.